Hi guys, we're back, and today I have another Christmas treat for you, and this is going to be a gingerbread house. I love gingerbread houses, but I don't want to go through all the trouble of baking the gingerbread, so I'm going to show you guys an awesome little shortcut. Graham crackers. We need 14 graham crackers, and they need to be whole. It can be any kind that you want. Our gingerbread house is going to be the length of one of these crackers, and it's going to be 2 tall. So we need 2 for each side whole. So you're going to set aside 4. And then we're going to need 2 for the roof whole, like that. And we're going to set 4 aside, 2 for each side. And then we're left with 6. So we're going to take, because our other side of our house is going to be shorter, so we're going to take our graham cracker, and this is how it's cut. I'm going to cut 1/4 off of 4 of these, okay, 2 for each side. So, and you're just going to take a serrated knife, and I might try a different knife here, but you're just going to take, got all wet on my knife, okay, so you're just going to take a serrated knife, and you're going to cut 1/4 off of the end. And it just works better if you have it on a soft surface and you saw, just like that. And you're going to do that for 4 of these. Oops, wrong pile. If they kind of crack on you though, it's okay. You can mend it because we're going to use icing. So that's 2. That's one side, so we need the other side. Okay, 3 and 1 more. Alright, so we have our 4 for our sides. We have 2 graham crackers left. And we're going to cut these the same way. And we're going to start out the same way as we're going to cut 1/4 off. And I'm going to do that to the other one as well. Okay, we'll be right back and we'll cut the other part. Okay, so then we just need to cut the 2 triangles. And we've already cut our 1/4 off the ends. And now all we're going to do is find the center of the graham cracker. Okay, and then we're going to go straight down to the edge. So find the center and then go right to the corner. And again, remember, you want to saw this. So right about there, and then right to the edge. Okay, perfect. And then we're going to do that on the other end, right to the center, and then right to the edge. Perfect. There we go. And if you can clean that edge up a bit, there we go, perfect. Alright, so once again, make sure that you have a couple graham crackers on hand in case you happen to break one of these. Alright, see, a little corner broke off, but that's okay. He's just fine because we're going to use icing and that's going to cover that up. So there we go. We have all of our graham crackers made. And cut, or we don't have them made, but we have them cut and ready to assemble our graham cracker gingerbread house. So we'll be back for the next step. We're going to glue those together. Alright guys, so we're back and we're going to continue on with our gingerbread house. At this point you want some royal icing. If you don't know how to make that, I do have a video on YouTube on my channel page that will show you how to make that. And I've just got it in a Ziploc bag, and we're going to glue, these are our roof sections. Ooh, goodness gracious, don't want to break that. So we're going to use one of our roofs, our roof sections, the bottom half, and you're just going to squeeze out a line of your royal icing, okay? And you're just going to push those two together. We want to go ahead and do this part first so that way it's dry when we're ready to use it. You can just kind of hold it together for a few minutes until it kind of sets a little, and then you can just set it down. Okay, and then we're going to do that with our second part. Just make sure you guys can see that. Try to get that in here a little better. I'm gonna just take my icing and pipe out a strip right along the edge of that graham cracker. And then I'm just gonna press that right into there. Okay, and then I'm gonna lay that down, and we're going to let those dry. We're going to let those set up, and we're going to let those get hard, and then we will continue on. Alright guys, so we have our roof sections drying, and now we're going to start with the base of the house. I have my board, as opposed to putting this on a plate. I think it would be a lot sturdier on a board, and then that way when you're done with it you can just throw it out. So I'm going to start out by just kind of planning out real quickly about where these sections are going to go so that I can get this somewhat even. Okay. So what we're going to do is we are going to apply another line of royal icing just to the edge of the graham cracker, and you want it really thick. And we are just going to plop that down on our board. Okay. And if you want, you can just lift that up so that you have a guide, and you can just do a thick line. There we go. And then just set it just like that. This only takes a few minutes to set up, 15 minutes to completely dry, and you only really have to hold it for just a few minutes to get it to set up. Okay. So we're going to move on to our next part of our wall. And if that starts to fall over, it's fine. I'm going to squeeze some icing down on my bag here. Just pick him back up and set him back in there. Then we're going to take and go up the edge. And we're going to apply our smaller section right here. And you can also just do the same at the bottom, is you're just going to, this takes some work, but it's really worth it. You're just going to take and apply a line at the bottom that we're going to attach to this board as well. There we go. And this wall is already beginning to set up. That's how quickly it sets up. Okay, so we got that. Then we're going to attach our other wall. And I'm just going to apply it again to the bottom edge. You can really design how you want your own house to be. This is just a guideline. And then you're just gonna also apply some icing right along the edge. And you're gonna do that on both sides of this one. Just like that. And you can also do it on the inside edge right here. There we go. And then you're just gonna plop him down. You can turn it just so that you can get that back cracker on. And then again, just a wide bead along the bottom, and then on both sides. Okay, just like that on both sides and along the bottom. And if you have to just kind of resituate, you can. And if it falls, it's fine. You want to make sure that you've got him securely together on all sides. Okay, and I'm going to just make sure that you guys can see that. And then you can even go on the inside just for added stability, and you can go right up the wall. Okay, we're going to let that set up, and as soon as that's dry, we'll come back and start the next portion.